Some people think you're distant, just some words on a page, that you're nothing more than fables handed down along the way. But I've seen you part the waters when no one else could pull me from the deep. That's who you are to me.
Some people think you just live in cathedrals made of stone, but I know you live inside my heart. I know that it's your home. And I've seen you in a sunset in the eyes of a stranger on the street. That's who you are to me.
You're amazing, faithful, love's open door. When I'm empty, you fill me with hunger for more of your mercy, your goodness. Lord, you're the air that I breathe. That's who you are to me. Sometimes I have my doubts, I'm sure that everybody does. I wonder when I stumble, am I still worthy of your love?
But I know that I get stronger when I'm talking to you down on my knees.
You're everything I need. You're amazing, faithful, love's open door. When I'm empty, you fill me with hunger for more of your mercy, your goodness. Lord, you're the air that I breathe. That's who you are to me.
Who you are to me.
You're forever holy. You're the Lamb who is worthy. My forgiveness, my healer, the Messiah, my Redeemer. You're amazing, faith, love's open door. When I'm empty, you fill me with hunger for more of your mercy, your goodness. Lord, you're the air that I breathe. It's who you are. You are greater, high, over it all. In your presence, Jesus, I stand in awe of your mercy, your goodness. Lord, you're the air that I breathe. That's who you are to me. Who you are to me. Who you are to me. That's who you are to me.
Chris, good to see you, man.
Jimmy, thank you, buddy.
Daniel and Matt, thank you guys for joining us.
Right.
Sharing this song. Man, it's so amazing, Chris. And man, I'd love to hear you talk a little bit about this song. We've been hearing this music for a little while and so excited about it. Mm-hmm. And as you and I have talked a little bit about, I love these songs because I feel like they're worship songs for the church, but they're really relevant and understandable to anybody that's even outside the church. And this is one of those songs, I mean, Who You Are to Me, it's, really coming up against a lot of people have ideas about what God is, but this is about relationship and personal.
That's so good.
And just as this song moves and it gets really worshipful, during that last bridge and the chorus at the end. But talk about this a little bit. I love that you wrote this with all the girls and the guys in Lady A.
Yeah.
And y'all collaborated on this, which I think is amazing. Just the influences there, and you can hear those harmonies and everything definitely coming out that you guys worked on. But talking about that experience, first of all, of writing that, and then just a little bit of thoughts behind the song.
Yeah, this is really special. I wrote this with Lady A, with Charles, Hillary, and Dave, who are good friends of mine. And I've known Dave and Hillary for quite a while, and when and getting to know Charles, and we wrote this together. I remember Charles walked in with this thought, this idea. He said, when I think about faith, when I think about what I know of God, I think about these stories from the past. I think about Sunday school stories when I was a kid. So much of my faith for me has been those Sunday school stories as a kid. David and Goliath, Noah's Ark, the parting of the Red Sea, all those things. He said, and then he just got vulnerable really fast, and just like he got real really quick. He said, he said, I've been in a hard place last couple of years, a real hard place, and he said it's been in that moment where God's been really personal to me, and I really understood who God is, and man, instantly these words came. Some people think you're distant, just some words on a page. You're nothing more than fables handed down along the way, but I've seen you part the waters when no one else can pull me from the deep. That's who you are to me. And I think that people feel this in that song. Just like you said, it's very relatable to anybody, because most of us, that's where we are at some point in our life. Of like, is God really real? Is it more than just those stories I've heard, those amazing miracle stories, or is God can do that in my life and he's real to me? And just writing this with them was really a dream. I don't think I've written a song that fast in a long time. It was just, wow. It came so quickly. And I love, and that was my first time to write with them. And they're such good singers. As you can hear on the track, they are incredible. So it's 3-part. It's like they talk in 3-part, because they've been doing it for so long, and they have that sound, that harmony thing. And so we would sing a line. I was like, what about, you're amazing, faithful? And they just go into the 3-part. And I was like, I don't know if this is good or not, because this sounds so amazing. Let me sing it by myself, see if it's any good. See if the common person can sing it, because it just sounded incredible. And so it was so fun making this track, because it was all there, done. In a couple hours we were finished, and it was, and I feel like this song is could be really special for church, because there's so much, and especially worship teams now, the guys and the girls singing together. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of songs where they kind of intermix, and as you sing this, you'll hear how the melodies work with each, with the guy and a female. It just sounds like one thing, but when you start dissecting the song, you'll see, oh wow, that's really thought through, because that's the way they think through songs. All their songs are that way. Wow. Where does Hillary fit in with Charles and the melody and making sure it all works right? And because guys and girls sing in such a different place, right? It's brilliant. I wish I could take credit for it, but it's just genius how they just they do the melodies like that.
Well, and I love just the honesty in the lyric of this too. That second verse is what really gets me. Sometimes I have my doubts. I know that everybody does. It's like when you sing that, I feel an instant togetherness. It's like, we're all this together. We're walking this road together. Yeah. And I think about churches singing that, and just with a worship leader singing that and being transparent with this congregation, and then all of a sudden that person that's sitting out there that's got all of these doubts and stuff like that, and they're like, man, we're all together. Like, I'm no different than everybody else. And it's so encouraging to know that we're all in this together.
Yeah, and in that interesting scripture too, it makes me think of an interesting scripture when it wasn't Jesus, but the disciples said, Lord, I believe, help me in my unbelief. What an incredible sentence. Lord, I believe, now help me in my unbelief. That's what this song is saying. And sometimes I have my doubts. I'm sure everybody does. But I know that I get stronger when I'm talking to you down on my knees. That's powerful.
Wow, that is really powerful. Well, man, walk us through what you're playing. You're capoed 4, is that right?
Yeah, right now I am, because again, I put the song way too high.
I had to bring it down.
And I had to bring it down because when we were singing it with them, I was like, okay, I got to reach here, because they're just such incredible singers. This record has pushed me, man, vocally more than any record I've ever done. You've got these incredible singers on every song in their own style. Everybody has their own style, and I'm trying to just keep up at every turn. But I'm put it in B just for demonstrations. It's in C, D flat, those kind of keys. But I put it in, but just playing in the G shapes. It's really the progression is really about this 1 to 2 minor kind of feel. And I'll count it out for you, and that's really the feel of it. But it goes, the verse is. That's really that 1, 2, 6, 4, 1, G, A minor, E minor, C. And so, when you count it out, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you get that, it really doesn't change much. There's a few changes in the song, but that's the basis of the song. You know, sometimes I have my doubts. I'm sure that everybody does. I wonder when I stumble, am I still worthy of your love? That's that feel. So in the same in the chorus, you're amazing, faithful, love's open door when I'm in fear. And it's just that really cool feel of the song that has that. Just if that really keeps that feel throughout the whole song, and then the bridge changes a little bit, and it goes, "You're forever, E minor, holy," which is kind of 5/7 chord, or D over F sharp. "You're the Lamb who is worthy," so E minor, 5/7, G, C. And then the chords just kind of keep going up, and that was when I was working on that little bridge, and it's just like you keep the 1 with the 5 in the bass. So the 5 is 1 over. It's kind of hard to say on the guitar, but you know what I'm saying. You can hear the bass change to the 5 chord while you're playing the 1 chord. My forgiveness, my healer, the Messiah, my Redeemer. And so those changes kind of get a little bit interesting in the back half of that bridge. But it's just kind of how the bass really walks up with the chords that make it that emotional lift into just going back to that simple chorus.
Yeah. Man, it's so good. Thank you so much for sharing the song with us. Thank you for writing it, man. What an encouragement for the church.
Thanks, buddy.
You're amazing, faithful, love's open door.